Hello, welcome. It's Helen here to talk about the Brilliance Book Group and the next group that's starting on the 9th of September. So if you think you might be interested, keep watching. I'm going to tell you about how it works and how you sign up and all the information you need to know if you're curious about joining. So the Brilliance Book Group is a book group with a bit of a difference because it's not just talking about a book. These books we're reading can change our lives, and if we have insights through them. So sometimes that can absolutely happen while you're reading a book on your own, but there is something very different and special about talking about it with other people, and that's consistently what people have said from the first book group. That you get a richer experience of the book, you get more diversity of perspectives, you see things in a different way because somebody else has seen it differently, and that's raised your awareness to a different perspective. So these books we're reading, they're spiritually grounded books, and all of which are pointing us back to our essential nature, all of which are pointing us back to who we really are. And which is really what we're looking for in life. That's all we're looking for in life, is to remember who we are. And when we've tried to do it through, people and jobs and houses and cars and even our own thinking, if I can get all those things right, then I'll be okay. And we do get to a point where we realise, oh no, that's not working. That's not a successful strategy. And great, because then we come to this kind of work and these kinds of books. So for this next book group, which starts on the 9th of September, we're reading this book, The Greatest Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Now I've listened to it on Audible already and loved it, but I'm really, really looking forward to getting into reading a hard copy of it, because you do get something different from reading it in hard copy compared to listening to it. And then, as I've seen from the first book group, the benefit of reading it at a steady pace, but with people there reading it with you, which keeps you on track with it. It really has you look at each chapter properly, like you absorb into it more, you consider it more. Normally it's just, well, I don't know about you, but for me, I tend to just be like, right, I want to read the book, but how quickly can I get it finished? And then feel bad that I'm not finishing it. Whereas by having it paced like this, I know I'm going to finish it, and I know that I'm going to savour each chapter as it goes, and that's really beautiful. So if that resonates, I was going to come on and talk about who this group is for, and actually that's one thing that if that resonates for you, then chances are this is going to be a good group for you to be in. So why else would you join? As I've said, there's the benefit of sharing and hearing other people's perspectives. So I don't know about you, but when I've read books before, I've often come to points where I've gone, oh, is this what the author means? Is this what they're pointing to? I'm not quite sure. Or is this the same as that I've heard somebody else talk about? Or bits which don't make sense, or questions that come up which I'd love to be able to talk to somebody else about. And so that's a huge part of this group, is that we get to bring those things together with others and share our collective wisdom. And it's really beautiful. It really brings the book to life in a very different way. Other reasons you might want to join are things like if you read these books and you often think that there's more being said than you're seeing, and you have a feeling that if you could explore it with other people, you might just see the deeper layer that's being pointed to. But fundamentally, it's for you if you just want to be in conversation with people about these kinds of books. Not everybody in our lives are always reading these kinds of books, and if we can come together with others who love them too, it's just a joy to spend that time together and be able to do that collectively. So how does it work? So we start on the 9th of September, and for this book we're going to be together for 10 weeks with a break around mid-October. And that doesn't mean we read a chapter every week. There are a couple of weeks when we put a couple of chapters together, but I've done that so that the ones that go together are kind of synchronised with each other. They flow together well. So we begin on the 9th of September. We're going to meet on Thursdays at 8 p.m. UK time for an hour each week. And essentially we begin with sharing, each of us, what stood out for us from the chapter, what resonated, what didn't, what raised a question, what did we not understand, whatever that thing is, doesn't matter. And then we let the conversation just flow very organically. We've seen time and again with these that the energy goes where it needs to go and the conversation goes where it needs to go. And we explore everything that's come up from these initial sharings. We also have the Wildford Community Group, and so it's a space where we can also share between sessions. So all of that is available to you in this group. So there's, as you can see, so much more than just a book group. So now that you want in, how do you sign up? The link's going to be in the comments for this video, and you can also go to my website. I'll put the link to that in the video as well, and click on my services and you'll see Brilliance Book Group there. And if you have any questions, then message me through any social media. I'm on pretty much every platform, or drop me an email, helen.amery@wildfigsolutions.co.uk, or you can message me through the My Services page on the website too. There's a little pink chat box in that. So all these options, all these different ways you can get in touch, and do ask if you've got any questions. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, otherwise do sign up. I'd love to see you on the 9th of September when we start. Take care, lots of love.